Ash, your host, streaming live from the Love Lounge, a nice little cubbyhole deep inside my home, where the sun may not always shine, but the people always do. JFK said that about the Love Lounge. If you're joining us live, thanks for watching. If you have a question for myself or our guest today, you can leave a comment or a question in the comments box right down below, and I will try to get to them throughout the show. Our guest today is a business owner in St. Clairsville, and she runs the boutique on Main Street in St. C. Please welcome Kareth Palmer. Hi, Kareth.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, Nick.
Hey, thanks for joining us. Appreciate having you.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
So the boutique on Main, you opened up not even a year ago in St. C. You're on Main Street, right near the courthouse there on the beautiful Main Street in St. Clairsville. You're a new business owner, and then things got shut down. How you doing? You hanging in there okay?
Yeah. I opened up June of last year. So, I mean, it wasn't even about, I think it was like 8 or 9 months that I've been open. And then it was like announced in March that we had to shut everything down. So, kind of nerve wracking. Definitely like obviously out of the realm of everybody, whether you're a new business owner or not, like an established business owner. No one's ever been in this predicament before. So definitely scary, especially for people who haven't been in business for even a year. So definitely something that I wasn't prepared for.
Okay, I want to hear your story about you opening your business, but first I want to promote real quick. You're doing some really cool social sales where you're doing some like showings and selling things through social media. Explain to me what you're doing.
So first I mean I have like my website, so I was just doing promoting that, just like shopping online, offering free shipping. And then that really wasn't, I guess a lot of people like were asking questions about colors and sizing and really what would work best for them, to make it a little bit more personable, because I feel like sometimes shopping online you just don't really get like the right fit. And like if you know me, I'm really personable. Like I love like my customers, and I love shopping with them, and I love making them feel like their best self. So getting like another personal experience was like going Facebook Live. And then my first Facebook Live, I was able to, kind of incorporate like my personality with also like selling clothes. And it wasn't even to sell the clothes. I just wanted to show everybody what was in my store so that they had the option to buy online, and people were buying from the live sale. So, which was, I mean, great for me, but also great for them because I was able to answer their questions in real time.
I think it's a great idea, and you start thinking about the different ways to market things. And I've been in creative marketing my entire career, and so you start thinking of new things and how the status quo could be different or better. And you think about like shopping online, typically, especially with a big box store or something, you're usually looking at a stock image of something, and you don't, and of course, clothes never fit. Sizes are never the same everywhere.
Right.
So you're looking at a thing and you're it's a gamble. You buy something and you just hope it fits. You hope it is all right. You hope it looks like what it looks like in the picture.
Right.
So when you're doing something through video, through social media, you can hold it up, say, this is actually the thing that you're going to get.
Mhm.
And this is what it looks like. This is, and you can do that. So I think in a lot of ways, that's obviously it takes more effort on your part, but it's better for the consumer. It's better for somebody that's shopping for that sort of thing.
I mean, I feel like for effort wise, it's probably less effort for me to get on camera and say, here's this shirt, this is what it looks like. Because instead of me answering like 20 people back in a message of like, here's this shirt, here's the picture, this is what it
Right.
looks like. So me getting on camera once and just saying, here's this shirt. And then the last live we did, I actually had like live models, like showing it on different body types, which is so much easier for the customer to see and be like, oh, that's my size, that's how it's going to look on me, because they can't try it on right now, but obviously they can see it on somebody else, a real person, not a 6'1", 110 pound model that is like, so unrealistic. So it's nice to see like like those clothes on like real bodies. So
It's really an amazing idea, and you're doing that from your shop.
yeah, right in the shop, which my shop is like tore apart right now just because I'm like trying to, make it pretty while I have this time to get some new fixtures in here and do what I can. So I would show you, but I'm mortified to like turn the camera around.
It's like that thing everybody's doing with Zoom meetings and everybody's doing conference calls and stuff. You really only need to make your house look decent, like for
Yeah.
this little section of it. Everything else is fair game. It looks like a war zone. That's fine.
You just
Mine
have to
sure
be
does.
professional
So
from the top up. Yeah.
exactly, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So are you getting, like you said, you had live models? Are you just getting your friends, family members to come and do this for you?
Yeah, definitely friends, family members. I mean, most people just offer their time. I have literally just like great people in my life that they donate their time, they help me. I've had a friend, the last two was family members that modeled, and then a friend come and help me just write down like live sales that were coming in for an easier process, because I did not purchase. There's like an app that you can like get for comments sold.
Right,
But I mean, like, I don't want an extra expense at this time, and
right.
it doesn't take much to literally look at the comments and see what people are buying and me invoice them to do it myself. And I would rather be more personal with my customers as well anyways, so that's just my personal opinion. So
Well, I think that's pretty old school. We were talking before we went live about getting creative with your marketing. And right now, a lot of business owners, and you obviously, are doing things now that you wouldn't have normally done. You're trying to
yeah,
figure out new ways to engage with an audience. You're trying to figure out new ways to promote your product and sell your product. So you're doing things that you wouldn't have normally done. So you're kind of shaking up the status quo and creating some new solutions. So I think taking kind of a do-it-yourself mentality
yeah,
of, let's see how we can do this better than before while spending less money than before. We're just going to bring all our friends in here. We'll order pizza and we're going to sell some stuff online. Like
yeah,
that just, it's so old school to me and I love it. I think it's
yeah.
so cool.
Well, instead of the pizza, we had like coffee and wine, so it was
There you
kind of
go.
like,
Even better. Coffee
yeah,
and
right.
wine's better.
Absolutely.
It's fun. Are you enjoying yourself? I mean, I know it's hard not being able to have your storefront open, but are you doing okay?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I feel like the whole entire like community, like whether it's been my current customers or customers that are new, I've had such an amazing response to the Facebook Live. People that have shopped online that I don't even know who they are and are shopping. So it's showing that people sharing and people just connecting are like, obviously they're doing it, and like it's making a difference. I literally just shipped something out to Hawaii the other day, and
Wow.
I know I do know her, but she actually like was able to shop through my Facebook Live, and she was able to do that because she's super tall and was worried that it wasn't going to fit her. But when she seen it on the model that I had, she was like, "That's going to fit me," and I know it is because you showed it on somebody that's not 5'2" and a size 0. So, and that's what is great that I I mean, that's the farthest I've shipped was Hawaii. So,
Well, and that's probably I mean, I know you said you know her, but that's probably a customer you would not have reached before.
right,
So you're
exactly.
reaching a whole new audience too.
Yeah, right. So now my clothes are now in Hawaii. So
That's awesome.
I
Hey,
feel
you got a
great. Yeah,
footprint. You got a footprint coast to coast now.
exactly.
A couple of comments real quick. My girl Jane says, love, love, love the Facebook Live shopping experience. I think people are buying into that. And Carly says, I love the boutique on Main. So you got some fans here watching live as well.
If it's Carly Thompson, she's one of my really good friends. She's one of the girls that were helping me. So if it's Carly, I love you too, Carly.
Well, thanks for helping, Carly. Appreciate your help. So, I know we haven't really gotten into exactly what you sell. What type of products do you offer? What are you selling both online and in your store?
I really have like an assortment of everything, I guess, but it's mostly for women's clothing. There's accessories, there's shoes, I have candles. My candles are great. I have to shout out to Apartment 2. They are actually locally made, which is awesome, and they smell
I,
awesome.
I I literally just heard about them. Somebody was talking about them on Facebook yesterday, and I recognized the name. They're local, and they
Yes,
do that.
yeah.
Huh.
She makes them local. She started off in Wheeling, but she actually makes them in Martins Ferry now. So they're my favorite candle. My favorite is Snickerdoodle, and I will tell everybody that until I can't breathe in the face. But she literally, they're amazing, and I'm gonna like reorder a huge amount before I open because I'm serious, they're great. And I have handmade jewelry also from another local girl. Her name is her collection's called M Elizabeth. So I also have like accessories, like these are her earrings that I have in. She makes these. So I like to try to do as much local that I can. If somebody comes to me and has any type of like local, you know, accessory or goods that I can like try that I think that will be a good fit in my boutique, I definitely do. So I also have, I say shoes, jeans. I also have swim, which I'm really excited about. Dresses.
What about dudes clothes? You don't do any dudes clothes?
Everyone asks me for dudes clothes. I've had probably more inquiries about dudes clothes in the past couple months. And it's funny because I wish like my store is not big enough for guys to add guys clothes. I would
You really only need a corner, a couple of t-shirts and some jeans, you're good.
literally just like a basic V-neck and a couple
Yeah.
of jeans and you're good to go. What else do you guys wear, honestly? Nothing. Like just
No,
like
and
really
that's what I was gonna say. I could use a makeover. I could afford to come into a store like yours and you say, no, what you're doing is all wrong. It don't do
yeah,
that. You gotta fix this up. This is how you look nice. This is how you look respectable. So
right. Just
no,
like
I'm
essential.
serious. Like black t-shirts and jeans and tennis shoes are what I wear 99% of the time. So
I feel
uh,
like that's honestly like that's what's in though is for guys is just like a simple look, you know. You don't want to
oh
like
good. So I'm in.
you don't want to be too bedazzled, you know?
You
Like it
hear that, everybody? I'm in.
yeah, you're not you want to be like simple and basic and like it looks super sleek and like, you know. But I mean, I do have men's cologne, which in my opinion it smells amazing. I do have some customers that have switched from like their Versace or whatever to this men's cologne and it
Ooh.
smells so good. Yeah. So you definitely have to try it sometime.
Well, that's cool. I think it's awesome. You've got a shop there. Now let's go back. What was your story getting into becoming a business owner? You're a new business owner. You're young. What was the driving force behind opening your store?
You think I'm young?
Absolutely.
My night cream must be working. No, I'm just kidding. Um, so no, I actually, I know I posted it. I've talked about it before with Mikey, and I posted it like on my website. So some people have probably heard this, but for those who haven't, I guess I'll say it for everyone else. I've graduated with my master's last January in clinical mental health counseling, and when I did that, like I was like I didn't really want to work for somebody. I wanted to have like my own business, and I wanted to really enjoy my work and just kind of be happy and like not carry that weight of everything else that comes with being a counselor. It's really, I mean, being a counselor is definitely like one of I think like the under appreciated fields out there because it's definitely
Absolutely.
it's so hard to like your counselor if anyone is in therapy or anyone that you know in therapy like your counselor definitely has a lot of like weight on their shoulder that you don't think that they do because they take every case home with them and I did that and it was hard for me to do it so I was like I would love to be a counselor I just didn't want to work for anybody and we were talking up like a couple family members and I were like what can we do and like what really was like my passion what did I like and I loved like interacting with people I love socializing I love making people feel good and like what kind of like all goes in with that was customer service. So what could I do in customer service without working for somebody else was opening up my own store. So, and what would that be? Which was, a boutique. So I found this place very shortly within like the hour. The previous owner that had this was leaving and I called the real estate agent that listed it and 2 hours later it was my
Wow.
here it is, just come sign the papers and it was mine. So that's what she wrote and there was no turning back from there.
Yeah. Once you sign those papers, you're in.
Yeah, I was like, okay, great.
Well, that's exciting. And I would imagine as a first time business owner, to be in for not even a year and then have everything come down the way it's been. I mean, obviously everybody's in the same boat, everybody's in the same position. But I would imagine the struggle is much more difficult, or at least was in the beginning, for you having just opened.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, obviously when you first start off like with any business, just like getting the word out there that you're here cuz some people, I mean, they still walk in my shop, well, obviously not now, but before I closed, they would walk in and be like, "I had no idea you were here." And I feel like it takes so long for just by word of mouth, even advertising any type of way, like if it's Facebook, if you pay for any type of advertisement, like through media, radio, it takes a while to get through. It's a constant battle. It's a constant process. So it's just it's a struggle for not being in business for so long and then having to shut down. So now when people walk by my store, it's empty and the lights are shut off, which doesn't really help.
Right.
So it's just kind of like another damper that, I feel like I'm disservicing my customers yet again, that now when they do get to walk by, because everyone's off work, now they can't come in again. So it's just offering another service, I guess, of online and those Facebook live sales, just so they can have those opportunities to shop.
Well, I think you're doing a great job, and taking advantage of the social media sales is just a great opportunity. I think it's a home run for you, and I hope you're very successful until you get that shop back open.
Hopefully, yes. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yep. Also, another comment. Jane says, "Nick, you're not in." Come on, Jane.
You're not styling, I guess.
Come on. I'm very much in. I'm in my own head, Jane.
That's all right. I feel like style goes so many different ways now. Whatever people want to wear is what they're wearing.
All right. So what's hot right now? What's the latest in women's fashion right now? Because I have no idea.
Well, honestly, it's funny because I was telling customers when we went to a show in Vegas in August, we could not stop with tie dye. There was tie dye everywhere.
Really? Tie-dye is back.
Tie dye is like a really hot thing right now. So now, when in August, because we live in the valley where we are so far behind on trends. Like at least a year. So tie dye was like really hot in like California and everything a couple months ago, like where they're just kind of phasing it out. Now the valley's getting it. So it's like all tie dye, like really bright, like my neon colors, everything like that. So I feel like that's like a really hot trend right now, is definitely going to be like tie dye and like bright neon colors. I'm totally for it. I don't like really true tie dye. I like more of like a muted, like kind of like cotton candy vibe tie dye.
Pastel tie-dye.
Yeah, like you're not going to see like a real tie dye in my store, so I'm so sorry. Like that's not me. But I mean, that's definitely, I've told everybody, I'm like, you're going to see it, it's going to come, and people are like, I don't know if I like it, and I'm like, it's happening.
It's happening whether you like it or not.
That's what it is. So it's fun.
Hey, before we wrap it up, I did have a thought. I got an idea for something a new service that you could offer that I think, because you don't do dudes clothes. So Mikey says, yes, finally, I've been waiting for the tie-dye to come back. Me too, Mikey. Me too. Here's a service you could offer that would benefit dudes like me. You can offer a shopping service for dudes that don't know what to get for their wives and girlfriends. Yeah. Like I could walk into your store and say, help me. Here's what we're looking at, and you do the work for me, and I give you money for it, and I go home and I look like a genius. Well, I think that's
not, you're not the first guy to do that. I've literally told customers. I've had a guy the other day, he called me and he goes, listen, I know you're closed. Pick something out. I'm going to slip money under the door. I'll be glad to pick it up. He goes, you know what to pick out? And I did. And then his wife messaged me and was like, I love the outfit. Thank you so much. You know what I mean? So
perfect.
He was a genius. And then, she was happy and loved it. So now it's like, I know my customers, especially like if they come all the time, like my loyal customers. And even if I don't, just tell me, what she's interested in, and I can probably figure it out. So
see, that's a service I'll pay extra for. I want that.
I wouldn't even want extra. I just would appreciate coming into my store. So it's a free service. It's a service free of charge.
Amazing. All right, Kareth Palmer, thank you so much for joining us on the show. Boutique on Main in St. Clairsville, right on Main Street, just across from the courthouse. Theboutiqueonmain.net. You can visit her website. And again, on social media, what's your name on Facebook?
Just the Boutique on Main.
Okay. And you do these sales how often?
Honestly, whenever I can get shipments in. It's just been slow. So I usually post it a couple days before when I do it. So just Instagram or Facebook. That way they can see when I do it.
Get Kareth on social media and find out when those sales are, and tune in and get you something good. Kareth Palmer, thank you so much for joining the show. I appreciate it.
Bye, everybody.
All right, that is Split Screen. Thank you so much for joining. Again, if you are watching live, you can leave comments anytime. We will be back again for a new episode of Split Screen tomorrow and a full week next week as well. Find us online, Love OV on Facebook. We are on WTRF.com for replays as well. That is Split Screen, a production of Love OV. Thanks so much and have a great weekend.